The neon signs of Port Vega flickered against the perpetual twilight of the station's artificial sky. Kai wiped the grease from his hands, his knuckles still aching from the day's work beneath the hull of his Anthari cargo freighter. The alien vessel's engine had been a nightmare of biomechanical interfaces that rejected human touch. But Kai had managed it. He always did. Human, the voice rasped from behind him. Kai turned to see his boss, Thrakmar, a towering krill with chitinous plates that gleamed like oil slicks. His mandibles clicked with obvious displeasure. "There is a matter we must discuss." Kai nodded, grabbing his toolkit. Another shift done at the station's largest repair dock. Another day of proving that human ingenuity could match any alien technology. The krill had hired him 3 cycles ago, impressed by his credentials from Earth's Naval Engineering Corps. Back then, Thrakmar had called humans surprisingly capable for such soft creatures. Before they could speak further, a commotion erupted near the station's marketplace. Kai heard it first, a girl's voice, young and frightened, speaking in the distinctive accent of the outer colonies. "Please, I just need passage to New Terra. My brother is sick." I can work. Your credits are insufficient," a Vexian trader hissed, his reptilian features twisted in disdain. "Humans always begging. Your species is a plague of poverty." Kai felt his jaw tighten. The girl couldn't have been more than 19, her clothes worn, her eyes desperate. Without thinking, he crossed the distance between them. "How much does she need?" Kai asked. The Vexian's eyes narrowed. 2,000 credits. "But this is not your concern, mechanic." Kai pulled out his data chip, the one that held his entire month's wages. "Transfer the ticket to her account." "Kai, no," the girl started, but he was already completing the transaction. "What's your name?" he asked her gently. "Amelia," she whispered, tears forming in her eyes. "Thank you." "I'll pay you back, I swear. Just get to your brother," Kai said with a slight smile. "That's payment enough." As Amelia rushed to catch her transport, Kai felt the heavy hand of Thrakmar on his shoulder. "The grip was not friendly. You fool," the krill growled. "You gave away your wages for a stranger. This is why humans remain weak. Your sentimentality is a disease." "She needed help," Kai replied simply. "And now you cannot pay your docking fees. You have made yourself my liability." Thrakmar's mandibles clacked decisively. "You are terminated. Gather your tools and leave my station." Kai stared at his former employer. 3 years of impeccable work, dismissed in an instant. "You're firing me for helping someone?" "I am firing you for being human," Thrakmar sneered. "Your kind pretends to be civilized, but you are ruled by irrational emotions. The galaxy has no place for such weakness." Kai packed his belongings in silence, his mind already calculating how he'd survive until he found new work. He took a transport to the lower levels of Port Vega, to the cramped quarters he called home. Just another human trying to make it in a galaxy that saw his species as newcomers. Primitives who'd barely scratched the surface of faster-than-light travel, while other races had built empires. He fell asleep wondering if Thrakmar was right. Maybe kindness was weakness out here among the stars. The next morning, Kai woke to the sound of thunder. Except Port Vega was a space station. There was no weather. He stumbled to his window and felt his breath catch in his throat. 6 ships hung in the void outside the station, their hulls gleaming with the unmistakable insignia of the Terran Federation Navy. These weren't civilian transports or merchant vessels. These were warships, destroyers, and a cruiser, each one capable of glassing a small moon. His communication console erupted with an incoming priority message. "Kai Nakamura," a crisp military voice announced. "This is Admiral Chen of the TFN Indomitable. Please stand by for transport. You have friends in high places." Before Kai could process what was happening, his door chimed. Standing in the corridor was Amelia, but she was no longer wearing tattered colonist clothes. She wore the uniform of the Terran Federation, lieutenant's bars on her collar. "Hello again," she said with a smile that was somehow both apologetic and fierce. "I wasn't entirely honest yesterday. My name is Amelia Chen. My brother isn't sick. He's the admiral commanding this battle group. I was on a reconnaissance mission when my cover was compromised. I needed to get off station quickly before my targets realized who I was." Kai's mind reeled. "You're naval intelligence, and you helped me without hesitation despite losing everything." She stepped closer. "Kai, your service record is impressive. Naval Engineering Corps, decorated for actions during the Frontier Wars, honorably discharged. When I reported what happened yesterday, my brother wanted to meet the mechanic who'd give his wages to save a stranger. Outside his window, Kai watched as Terran Marines in powered armor began boarding Port Vega. The station's security didn't even attempt to resist. "What's happening?" he asked. "Thruckmar has been operating illegal salvage operations, stripping human colony wrecks and selling the remains. We've been building a case for months." Amelia's expression hardened. "But when I told my brother that this Krill fired a decorated veteran for showing compassion, for embodying what humanity stands for, he decided to accelerate the timeline." Kai watched as Thruckmar was led away in restraints, his mandibles clicking frantically. The Krill's eyes found Kai's window, and in them, Kai saw not just anger, but something else: fear. Admiral Chen's voice came through the console again. "Mr. Nakamura, the Federation is expanding its engineering corps. We need people who understand that our strength isn't just in our ships or weapons. It's in our humanity, our willingness to help others even when it costs us everything. Would you consider rejoining the service?" Kai looked at Amelia, at the warships floating in the void, at the station where aliens had dismissed humans as weak and sentimental. "Tell the Admiral I accept," Kai said, "and tell him humanity isn't weak because we care. We're strong because we do." Amelia smiled. That's exactly what he hoped you'd say. As Kai gathered his tools one final time, he understood something profound. The galaxy saw human compassion as a weakness, a flaw to be exploited. They didn't understand that it was humanity's greatest weapon, the thing that would unite them, that would make others want to stand with them, rather than against them. Thruckmar had called sentimentality a disease. He was right, it was contagious, and humanity was just getting started spreading it across the stars.